And a very pleasant good afternoon to everyone tuning in from Brevard, North Carolina this afternoon for a men's basketball contest between the Brevard College Tornadoes and Berea College. These two teams, all-time series standing at 4 wins apiece for each squad in 8 matchups. Brevard coming in at 1-6, 0-2 at home. Coincidentally, Berea is 0-2 on the road. They're coming off a loss. Brevard's coming off a win. Berea's last game is a loss to Campbellsville Harrodsburg, 86-78. And Brevard is actually coming off their first win of the season, 57-49 over Warren Wilson. Like I said, sitting at 1-6, Berea at 3-4. Head coach for Brevard is Coach Lee Burgess in season number 10 at the helm for the Tornadoes. Assistant coach Miles Leathers in season number 3. And the Berea coaching staff, head coach John Hemingway, assisted by Jamie Todd. More on the matchup coming up when we get back. Brevard versus Berea, tip off at 2. Back here at the Bosch here in Brevard, North Carolina. Tip-off about 15 minutes away between the Berea Mountaineers and the Brevard College Tornadoes. Starting lineups, we've got them in here for you. First, for the visiting Mountaineers, Kavion Hudson, guard number 2. Tariq Miller, number 3. As well a guard. Trey Minter, number 4. Isaac Caudill, number 5. And Tyler Boggs, number 40. The 6'7" forward from Whitesburg, Kentucky. And for the Tornadoes, we've got Charles Reed, number 3 in the starting lineup, number 5, L.B. Boyette, number 10, Carson Evans, number 20, Garrett Sutherland, a 6'4" freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, and number 21, Alex Wessig, who is also from Georgia, Lawrenceville, Georgia to be exact, coming from Mountain View High School, 6'3", 225 senior Wessig, the leading scorer and rebounder for this Brevard squad. 12.3 points per game, 5.3 rebounds per game, Boyette close behind. Actually, the same amount of points, 12.3, I believe. Rather, no, that's a miss right on my part. 11.0 even points per game for LB Boyette, but right near Wessig. 4 assists a game for Boyette. Big playmaker, big sophomore for the Tornadoes. As we said earlier, Tornadoes 1-6, but coming off their first win, 57-49 over Warren Wilson. They're 0-2 at home. Berea is 0-2 on the road, so something's got to give today once ball's tipped off at 2 o'clock. And after a couple hours, we'll see which team bucks the trend of either their home or road record. All-time series, once again, knotted all up at 4 apiece. Last matchup was won by Berea, 82-80, back in the shortened spring COVID season, actually. That was February 28th. That game was won, like I said, by Berea. And when we get back, we'll get a little more into the matchup. Tip-off about 13 minutes away now. Berea and Brevard, both teams going through their warm-ups, ready to go here in Brevard at the Bosch. Back here again at the Bosch, about 10 minutes to go before tip-off, and a little bit of a scouting report here on Berea, who is 3-4. The Mountaineers scouting report was brought to us a little bit before the game. Said they come into the game today with their record of 3-4. Both teams, actually, this is their first conference game of the season. They're led by number 10, Quay Charlton, who, for one reason or another, is not in the starting lineup today. Not sure if he's normally in a reserve role. Doesn't seem like it as he averages 18.5 points a game, but for whatever reason, not in the starting lineup today. And number 4, Trey Minter, who is in the starting lineup. Freshman, averages 18 points a game. Both guards very good at attacking the basket, especially with their right hand, and both of them are more than capable three-point shooters, according to the scouting report. Number 5, Isaac Caudill, who is also in the starting lineup, is the best perimeter shooter on the team. And Coach Lee Burgess says it'll be important to limit the looks that he gets from beyond the three-point line, at least clean looks. And mostly a man-to-man defensive team is Berea. We'll see how they come out today and try and attack the Tornadoes, but mostly man-to-man looks from what Coach Burgess has seen in the past from the Mountaineers. He says they do see zone from the Mountaineers about 25% of the time. Michael Peters for Brevard, still not available. One of the big men for the Tornadoes, and hopefully at the beginning of this coming week, he'll be back to full speed. And Coach Burgess says they're just looking to get another win after a great win on Tuesday over Warren Wilson, 57-49, win number 1 on the year. Tornadoes and Mountaineers both looking to get their first conference wins of the year. Like I said, NATO's 0-2 at home, Mountaineers 0-2 on the road, so something's got to give. And in about 8 minutes, we'll be well on our way to finding out what is going to give. NATO's and Mountaineers coming up here less than 10 minutes. Stay with us.
6'7" sophomore from Whitesburg, Kentucky, number 40, Tyler Boggs. Berea is coached by John Hemingway, assisted by Jamie Todd. And now, the starting lineup for your Brevard College Tornadoes. At guard, 5'11" sophomore from Concord, North Carolina, number 3, Charles Reed. At guard, 6'4" sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 5, L.B. Boyette. At guard, 5'10" sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 10, Carson Evans. At 4, 6'4" freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, number 20, Garrett Sutherland. And at 4, 6'3" center from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 21, Alex Russell.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to everyone, live from Brevard, North Carolina, here at the Bosch. Moments away from tip-off between the Berea Mountaineers and the Brevard College Tornadoes. NATO's sitting at 1-6, coming off their first victory of the year over Warren Wilson, 57-49. Berea 3-4. Last game lost to Campbellsville Harrodsburg, 86-78. They're 0-2 on the road. Brevard is 0-2 at home, and something's got to give today. We will see tip-off here coming between Alex Wessig, the senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and Tyler Boggs, a sophomore, 6'7", out of Whitesburg, Kentucky. We're ready to go. Here comes the tip, and it's taken away by Berea, but it's immediately knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Brevard possession to start off the ball game. Lead inbound. Something happening over at the scorer's table. Looks like having issues with the scoreboard machine, trying to make sure everything is plugged in and right. Clock has not started. I believe that's the holdup. And it looks like we are ready to go now. Lee to inbound into Carson Evans. Evans up top, looking around, going in on the left side. Gives it to Boyette. Boyette up top, getting a screen, goes back to the left. Evans to Wessig. High post, going inside, takes a couple dribbles, passes out. Wild pass is thrown out of bounds, looking for Charles Reed, and a turnover on the opening possession for Brevard. Tariq Miller inbounds it into Kavion Hudson. Hudson, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 13 points a game. Gives it off to Caudill. Caudill dribbling out, three-pointer taken is good by Tariq Miller. So Tariq Miller gets the scoring started for Berea. Reed has the ball. Reed gives it off to Garrett Sutherland, the freshman. Evans has it now on the left wing, giving up top Wessig. Wessig dribbles, looks, pump fakes, gives it off to Boyette instead on the right wing. Going back up top, Wessig takes a three, fires, it's good. Alex Wessig, leading scorer for the Tornadoes at 12.3 points a game, has his first three of this contest. Hudson gives it out to Boggs. Boggs outside to Minter. Minter, step back, mid-range is good. It's pure right in front of the Brevard bench. Minter, 18 points a game, 5'10" freshman for Berea. Evans has the ball, gets doubled. Wessig takes it and travels. Went for a pump fake, tried to dribble, stepped before he dribbled, and that's a travel in favor of Berea. And Isaac Caudill to inbound here to Kavion Hudson. Hudson has it right at the BC logo. About a minute and a half into the ball game. Gives it off to Minter. Back out to Boggs, out to Caudill now. And now Minter once more. Minter on the right wing, takes a couple dribbles. Evans on him, driving into the right side, going up, and he's fouled. He's going to be on the floor, I believe. Carson Evans charged with a foul. That's his first and the team's first. Minter now to inbound. That's brought in by Kavion Hudson. Hudson has it right near the half-court line. He gets a screen, goes the other way of it, though. Gives it off to Miller, who hits the three. Another three-pointer for Berea. Here goes Reed. Reed driving in on the left side, slows it down. Gives it off to Westig in the high post. Out to Boyette. Up top now Evans. Evans driving around to the right. Gives it off to Reed. Back to Evans. Three-pointer from the top is good off the shooter's roll. Took a couple of bounces and went the NATO's way. Back to a one-possession game here about 2 minutes in. Hudson has it. Hudson on the right side. Evans on him. Looking for a lane. Going in left. Picks up his dribble. Shoots a mid-range. It's no good off the back of the rim. Evans has the rebound. He's going to bring it up the floor. Slows it down a little bit. Picked up by Minter. Now he's going to drive into the right side. Give it off to Boyette. Boyette pulls a quick three. That one is no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller passing up the court. Minter. Little layup blocked. LB Boyette with a big block on Trey Minter. Now Hudson to inbound here. Looking around, going way up top to Caudle. Minter's got it now on the left wing. Looking for a screen from Boggs. He picks it up, gives it off to Miller. Miller looking for Boggs down low, instead drives it, kicks it back up top to Minter. Minter looking around, setting up the play, getting a screen, firing a three, and not hitting. Brought in by Sutherland. Gives it off to Reed. Reed coming up the right side now. Looking around, back up Sutherland up top. Takes a dribble, gives it off to Boyette on the left wing. Down low to Evans. Evans surveying the floor, taking a couple of dribbles. Double now, gives it off Westig. Pump fake. Looking to the right side up top now. Reed has it around the screen, going in. Layup, no good. And that one's taken by Miller. Miller going up the floor, driving inside. Westig defending, and he hits a contested layup. Making it a 10-6 ball game here. And now Carson Evans bringing the ball up the floor for the Tornadoes, been the primary ball handler. Gives it out to Boyette. Sutherland out to Reed. Reed looking around, wants Boyette down low. Now he's looking around. Takes a couple dribbles. Goes around. Turnaround. Good. LB Boyette just muscling his way in. 10-8 now. Miller. Tariq Miller, senior guard out of Richmond, Kentucky, Madison Central High School. Has the ball up top, guarded by Charles Reed. Now gives it off. Left side, Minter. Down low, Boggs. Boggs trying to back Evans down, the smaller defender. He goes up with it. He's fouled. And two shots coming here for Tyler Boggs. 6'7" sophomore forward out of Whitesburg, Kentucky. Letcher County High School. And he goes to the line for his first two attempts of the ball game. Boggs taking a couple dribbles here. First free throw by the big man is no good. Bouncing around and out. Here comes number 2, Boggs, trying not to come away empty-handed on his first opportunity. Couple more dribbles, and number 40 in blue shoots the free throw. It's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Sutherland. Charles Reed has it, loses it. Hudson has it now. He's going to dish out. Miller has it on the three-point line, fires a quick three, doesn't hit. Rebounded by Sutherland again. And looks like he might bring it up himself. He will. Past the midcourt line, looking around to the right side off to Boyette. Boyette surveying, back to Sutherland, who pulls a three and cannot hit. Rebounded by Minter. Minter coming up the floor. Doubled, gives it off. And now off to Hudson. Hudson, big kick, turnaround, step back, and wow, good shot there by Kavion Hudson. Little spin move, turnaround, falling away jumper. And it's 12-8 Berea. Carson Evans has the ball, getting a pick from Westig. A lot of traffic, gives it off to Boyette. Now Westig. Westig looking for Sutherland. Sutherland takes a mid-range, blocked, and foul called against Isaac Caudle. And first sub coming in for Berea. Looking like a timeout called. It's going to be Caden Twiggs, 6'4", freshman forward from Blue Ridge, Georgia, Fannin High School. And media timeout. We will be right back. Back here at the Bosch, 2 free throws coming for Garrett Sutherland, number 20, freshman forward, 6'4", 175 out of Atlanta, Georgia, Mount Pisgah Christian School, and Atlanta. He sinks the first. As you said, Caden Twiggs checked into the ball game for Berea. Second free throw is cash by Sutherland. And now coming up the floor is Kavion Hudson. Hudson favoring the right side, gives it off to Minter. Minter looking around, goes up top. That's Caudill. Now Hudson again. Twiggs has it for the first time, giving it off to Miller. Miller's already hit a couple of threes here in this first half. Takes a couple dribbles, drives into the left, gets the lane, and hits and one on the layup. Sutherland couldn't stay in front of him. And it's going to be an and one attempt. 10 points already for Tariq Miller. Chance for 11 here. Chance for a three-point play. Now checking in Jarrell Montgomery for Berea right before the free throw. Chance for the three-point play, and Miller gets it. He's at 11 points already here, about 5 minutes into the contest. Reed inbounds it to Evans. Evans guarded closely by Minter. Going up the floor, good defense by Minter. Pass down low to Wessig. Wessig looking around, calling out a play, getting doubled now. Passes it out, Reed. Reed looking for Sutherland. He moves inside. He gives it off to Boyette instead. Out Wessig, three-point line. Taking a couple dribbles, gives it off to Evans. Gets a screen. Evans passing it down low, Wessig. Down low, Reed's got it. Open look, good ball movement by the Tornadoes there. Wessig really facilitating a lot of that, it seemed like. All 5 starters have scored already for Brevard. 6 minutes into action here at the Bosch. Caudill has it out of the left side. Miller already has 11. Guarded by Reed. Out to Twiggs, and now on the right side, Montgomery giving it off left side now, Minter. Minter looking around, pulling a three, and way off. Shot clock was winding down. He had to take it. This ball will go out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Tornadoes. Evans bringing up the ball. Moves Reed around. Boyette up top, Evans takes a little dribble back out top, Wessig. Wessig, pump fake, looking around, gives it off Boyette. He's doubled. Now just one man on him, gives it off to Reed. Reed goes in the left side, and they're going to call a charge on him. He did come in hard. It'll be a charge against Charles Reed, his fourth team foul, first personal for Reed. And now Caudill to inbound. Montgomery has it now. He's the one bringing it up the floor for Berea. Mountaineers up 15-12, 13:25 to go in the half. Miller has it. He's already got 11. Out to Caudill for three. No good on the left side of the iron. Minter tries to save it and does. Montgomery has it, gives it off to Caudill, and they'll reset. 15 on the shot clock, out to Minter on the left wing. Wessig and Reed both there. It'll be Wessig that stays with them, but can't stay with them overall. Getting to the rack and missing the layup is Minter. He got through there. Now Reed has it down to Wessig. Fast break. Boyette catches a hard pass and makes the basket. Boyette knocking it in, and he's got 4 now, 2 of 3 from the field. Really fast sequence there, kind of hard to keep up with. Miller's got it, passes it out to the right side to Minter. Minter back to Miller, to Caudill. Out of the left side, pulling a three is Miller, and hitting again his third three of the contest. He's got 14 already with 12:35 to go in half number 1. Big game for Tariq Miller so far. Evans has it, gives it off to Boyette on the right side. Now back out to Wessig on the left wing. Takes a dribble, gives it off to Reed. Reed sets, takes a couple dribbles, gives it off to Sutherland this time on the right side, who will defer right back to Reed. Looking around, Evans. Evans, pump fake, step back three is no good, clanging around, but Sutherland with the rebound, puts it back up and gets the basket. Garrett Sutherland has 4 now. 2 from the line and 2 from that layup there. Down low, wide open is Twiggs. Gets a pass blocked by Wessig. Looked like he had an easy layup after Boyette whiffed, and Wessig came out of nowhere with a big block, and now timeout called with 11:59 to go here in first half action. 18-16, Berea leading. Both teams headed back to the floor now. NATO's the new player on the floor, number 32, Chancey Watson, 6'1" junior guard out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Olympic High School. And Quincy Carter also checking in, junior guard from Decatur, Georgia, Collins Hill High School. Boggs down low, getting the ball, going to work on Westig, can't hit. And it's David Seeley, who's also newly checked in. Seeley off to Carter. Reserve unit coming in now. Seeley gives it off. Up top, Westig. Carter, pump fakes the three, doesn't take it. Boyette has it now on the right side. Looking around, goes off to Seeley. Seeley's going to fire the three and won't hit off the back of the rim. That one's rebounded by Caudle. Coming up the floor now, Tariq Miller, already with 14. Three-pointers. He's going to pull another one here. He's going to not hit this one. Boyette with the rebound. Good box out on Boggs. Going inside now, Carter. Euro step is no good. Rebounded by Caudle. Up the floor, here goes Hudson. Kavion Hudson backing away from Westig, loses the ball, and it'll be Brevard basketball. Seeley going to retrieve the loose ball from out of bounds. Gives it off to the guy in the stripes, and now Chancey Watson to inbound it to him, and looks like they're going to wipe the ball off. Don't know what's in the corner over there of the Bosch gym, but something that needs to be wiped off with a towel by Coach Lee Burgess, apparently. Watson inbound here. Gives it off to Seeley. Coming up the floor on the left side. 11:05 to go here in first half action. 18-16, Berea leading. Quincy Carter has it, gives it off to Westig. Looking around up top, Boyette, a little bit of motion. Pump fakes, doesn't take it. Goes inside instead. Lay is good. And the foul. And one. It will be a blocking foul. Berea wanted a charge. Boyette did come in hard. Nonetheless, it is going to be a basket and a foul. Chance for a three-point play for LB Boyette. 6'4", sophomore guard, weighing $190 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Queens Grant High School for Boyette. A chance for a three-point play and a chance for the NATOs to take a lead here. No lead changes until that point as Boyette makes it a 19-18 game with 10:53 to go. Kavion Hudson bringing the ball up the floor. Goes in, gets a pick on the right side, guarded by Seeley. There will be a foul. It'll be on the floor, it looks like. 5th team foul. That's Seeley's first, newly checked into the game. Westig is out now as well in favor of Luke Blanett, number 44. Hudson inbounds, off to Boggs, who gives it right back off to Minter. Down low again to Boggs. Corner, Hudson stepping back, not going to work. Montgomery takes a three up top, airballs it, and a rebound was acquired by Twiggs, but he was out of bounds, and it'll be Watson inbound for the Tornadoes. Seeley has it. Seeley calling out the play for the NATOs. Gives it off to Boyette. Out to Carter on the right side, now back to Watson. Watson going around back near up top, gives it up to Seeley left side. Now to Carter on the left side. Seeley up top, going in, gets the layup wide open. David Seeley, 21-18, NATO lead now. Minter has it, giving it off. Kavion Hudson now, Montgomery. Montgomery out to Minter, back to Montgomery. A little bit of hot potato going on. He gives a little jab step, goes inside on Boyette. Mid-range jumper, banks it in. 21-20, bank is open for Kavion Hudson, number 2, sophomore guard out of Louisville, Kentucky. Boyette with the ball, gives it down low to Blanett. Looking around, tries to back Boggs down. Turn around, he will pass it up. Carter has it. Quincy Carter, left side, gives it off. Watson going to drive in, take a mid-range. It's good. Pure by Chancey Watson out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Olympic High School. And a timeout called by Berea. 23-20 Tornado lead just about halfway through the first half. 9:28 to go. When we get back between this clash, between the Mountaineers and the Tornadoes. Back here at the Bosch, 23-20 lead for the Tornadoes, 9:28 remaining in the opening half of action here. First conference game for both squads. Seeley now guarding Hudson. Both number 2s matched up, and he's going to lose his balance driving in, and a travel called. Hudson had the edge on Seeley. He got around the corner and just slipped, lost the ball, and a travel called. And as a result, Chancey Watson will inbound it. And Seeley asking for a towel. Looks like the floor might be slick. The ball might be slick. We've already seen the ball getting wiped off once a couple minutes ago. And Seeley waiting for the paint to get mopped here on the left side of the court. Coach Lee Burgess on looking. Season number 10 for Coach Burgess at the helm for the NATOs. Seeley's finally got it. Bringing up the floor, clock rolls. Out to the right side, Watson. Up top, Seeley. Down low, Hayden Castle newly checked in. He'll give it back off to Seeley. Seeley looking. Carter had an open look, doesn't anymore. Now off to Blaine out down low. He's got the layup. Castle got the ball and immediately found Blaine at down low. His first points of the night. Minter has it. Looking around, gives it off Caudle. Now Kavion Hudson. Up top, guarded by Chancey Watson. Screen coming in from Tyler Boggs. Now it's Minter with the ball again. Going in the left side on Seeley. Takes a mid-range jumper. It's short. Rebounded by Watson. Watson slowing it down, coming up the floor. And he's going to wave off Seeley, but give it to him. Who gives it to Carter. Back to Seeley, taking a three-pointer from up top. It's good. 8-point lead, largest of the night for the Tornadoes. Shooting 11 of 17 from the field right now. Seeley gets lost by Caudle, who gives it off to Hudson. Hudson, a little jab step, driving inside. A lot of traffic. That ball's stolen by Carter. They're tied up. It's going to be Tornado ball. A lot of activity right now for the Tornadoes on both ends. It'll be NATO ball. Watson inbounding it to Seeley, and the reserves really getting it done right now for Brevard. The bench is really giving a spark to this Tornadoes team who kind of came out flat, wasn't really defending the perimeter well, and all of a sudden just a lot of energy on both sides. 7-0 run for the Tornadoes. Seeley, Watson, and some of these other reserve guys getting it done for Coach Burgess right now. Castle has it, gives it off to Carter on the left side, out to Watson. Watson on the left side, surveying, gives it off Seeley on the right side. Carter has it now on the wing. Seeley up top, driving in, passes out. Castle wants a three, doesn't take it. Has Blaine it up top, gives it off Quincy Carter. Fires a three, it's good. Quincy Carter, 10-0 run for the Tornadoes, their largest lead of the night. It is 31-20 with 7:33 to go in the half, and Berea wants a timeout, rightfully so. The NATOs have taken off these last few minutes. 12 of 18 shooting for the Tornadoes. Exactly a 66.7% clip. 4 of 8, good for 50% from beyond the arc. And it's an 11-point lead with 7:33 to go in half number one for Coach Lee Burgess and his Tornadoes. When we get back, 7:33 to go in the action. Berea, Brevard. Back here at the Bosch here in Brevard. 10-0 run for the NATOs. Gives them their biggest lead of the night at 11. A really interesting stat. As I said, the reserves really getting it done for Brevard. 12 bench points for Brevard, 0 for Berea. Kavion Hudson taking the inbound pass here, guarded by David Seeley. Hudson getting a screen from Caudill. Gives it off Miller. He'll fire a three, and he won't hit that one. Castle's got the rebound. Gives it off to Seeley, who will go to work. Coming up the floor. Looking around on the right side, gives it off to Carter. Carter looks down low, doesn't give it up. Gives it up to Watson instead up top. Sealy has it now on the left side. Castle down low, looking around, backing down. Corner, good pass. Carter takes it. Going inside, going up the layup. It's blocked partially, still goes in. Quincy Carter through the contact. Ball got hit, still went in. 12-0 run now for the NATOs. Hudson going in, blocked by Blanett, but a foul. And the run now will be in jeopardy as Berea heads to the line. 12-0 run for the NATOs. 13-point lead now with just under 7 minutes to go in the opening half. Kavion Hudson headed to the line for 2 attempts here. A little shaken up after the contact there from Blanett, who thought he had a clean block, but again, trip to the charity stripe for Kavion Hudson here. Sophomore guard out of Louisville, Kentucky. Spins the ball around, takes a couple dribbles, getting ready for attempt number 1, and here it is. He loads, fires, and hits. So the run comes to an end at 12-0, and it is a 12-point lead, however, for the Tornadoes, barring this free throw. 6 straight field goals made for the NATOs as the second free throw comes in, and he hits that one too. So Kavion Hudson, 2 of 2 at the line, and it's an 11-point lead. 33-22, 6:55 and counting to go in the first half. Sealy bringing the ball up the floor. Blanett coming up high, setting a screen. Sealy's double team. Blanett has it, pump fakes out to Carter. Carter pump fakes now. Watson, little jab step, takes a couple dribbles between the legs and hits Carter back again up top. Right side Castle, down low Sealy, and he's fouled by Aaron Leak, newly checked into the game for the Mountaineers. Leak, the only new change for the Mountaineers. Watson inbounding now to Carter. Carter looking at the left side, has Sealy. Sealy up top, goes inside, hesitates, gets a screen for Blanett, fires a 3. It's off the left side, knocked around, and Boggs has it now. Miller coming up the floor, he has 14. Down low, Leak, nice, Euro. And he's got the layup. 9-point lead now for the NATOs. Sealy coming up the floor on the left side, guarded by Leak. Looking around, waving. Watson down low, gives it off to Carter instead. Blanett up top, wants a 3, doesn't take it. Gives it off Castle. Castle doubled now. Now only 1 on him. It's Caudle. Down low to Blanett. Looks around, Boggs on him, the 6'7" forward. Blanett passes it back out, Castle. Castle pump fake, going inside, looking around. Watson, 5 on the shot clock, 4. Watson driving in, fade away, mid-range, bounces in and out. Rebounded by Boggs, it gives it off to Leak. Leak coming up the floor, slowing it down. Gives it off to Hudson. Hudson driving inside, spins around, goes up on Blanett, blocked. Sealy and Blanett both there. Watson has it now. He's coming up the floor. Nice behind the back dribble, looking around Carter. Takes a dribble, goes in, layup, no good, and a foul. And Quincy Carter will get 2 tries at the line here after the contact. 5:31 to go in the half. 33-24 lead for the Tornadoes. 5th team foul for Berea. And Quincy Carter, number 4, headed to the line for 2 free throws. Loads up for the first one and hits. Back to a double-digit lead for the NATOs now. Carter going to try to go perfect in this sequence from the line. And checking back in now for Berea is Twiggs. He's coming in to get Boggs, 6'7" forward out of Kentucky. Wessick back in for the Tornadoes, leading scorer and rebounder on the year for the squad. Carter's second free throw is good. So he goes 2 for 2 from the line, and it's back to an 11-point game with 5.5 to go in the first half. Kavion Hudson, the main point guard for Berea, brings it up right at the BC logo, guarded by Sealy. He gives it off to Minter on the right side. Miller up top. They want to get him as involved as he was in the first 5 minutes or so. He's got 14. Hudson now has it. Doubled up. Castle now all alone on him. Hudson taking him to the rack. Gives it up top. Caudle. Open look. Layup. Good. Through the contact from Wessig. He hits it. Sealy with the inbound now. Bringing it up. Waves Carter down low. Down low. Wessig fouled. Going for the pass. And Twiggs did not like that call. Twiggs, rather, did not like that call. Felt as if he got armbarred, but referee disagreeing and telling Twiggs to cut it out as he continues to plead his case. Montgomery checking back in for Berea. Jarrell Montgomery from Bardstown, Kentucky, Bardstown High School. And Chancey Watson inbound here. He's got Carter on the right side. Sealy coming around now, going down low. Carter passes it out left to Watson. Watson up top, Wessig. Wessig gives it off Sealy. Gives a little move going into his left. Passes out Watson. Three-pointer, no good, short. And that one will be taken by Minter up the floor. Caudle, corner, Montgomery gives it back out to Caudle on the left side. Takes a couple dribbles, Carter on him. Pulls up for three, can't hit it. Rebounded by Watson, who's doing some good work off the bench so far on this one. Watson corner. Carter looking around up top, finds Sealy. Sealy looking for some space. Gives it off to Watson instead. Gives it right back to Sealy. Couple moves. Long two, can't hit it. Too much on it. Caudle has the rebound, slowing it down. Gives it off to Minter. About 4 minutes to go here. 4:08. Minter has it, guarded by Wessig. Looking down low, it's off Wessig's foot. Nothing called. Carter has it. Gives it off Watson. Watson going up the layup. It's good. 11-point lead. Chancey Watson to the bucket. Caudle going inside. Now going up, blocked. Twiggs. Twiggs has been looking for calls and not getting them. And as a result, has been really just whining at the refs. It's really been his only action out there. But 11-point lead with 3:51 to go in the half for the Tornadoes. Both teams at 6 fouls apiece. 37-26 NATOs when we get back after this timeout. Back here in Brevard, 37-26 lead for the Tornadoes. Back to the bench points. Earlier it was 12-0 bench points comparing the two teams. Now Brevard, 18 points off the bench. Berea with 2. And 9 different Tornadoes have a scoring output so far in this contest. We're not even at the half. Caudle looking around on the inbound for Berea. Can't find anything, going deep now to Minter, right at the NCAA logo on Brevard's side. Minter going to take it all the way. Layup is good. He went a long way coast to coast off the inbound. Evans now back with the ball handling duties. Sealy out. Wessig gets the ball, backing down his man, going up and fouled. Caudle not happy with it. That's really the case for the entire Berea roster today. Not happy with the calls, but 5 of 5 from the free throw line of the Tornadoes. Wessig looking to make that 7 for 7. Number 21 here at the line. Takes a couple dribbles. Getting set. Fires the first one. It's too hard off back iron. And that'll break the 100% free throw shooting percentage. And Wessig chalked that one up to announcer's jinx. Wessig ready for free throw number 2, and that one's going to bounce in. So 6 of 7 from the free throw line and a double-digit lead to boot for the Tornadoes as Miller brings the ball up the floor. Sutherland getting ready to check back in, the freshman. Boggs has it back in for Berea, gives it off Minter. Minter driving in and fouled and one. Not sure if that was on Wessig or Evans. We'll see. Looks like it's going to be against Evans. And it will be against Evans, his second foul. And Garrett Sutherland coming back into the game in favor of Quincy Carter. Chance for a three-point play for Minter. And he delivers. Shooters roll. Trey Minter. And Watson's still in the game. He'll inbound this. Sealy back in now in favor of Evans after picking up that second foul. So Sealy didn't stay on the bench long. 3:14 to go. Castle has it. Out to Sutherland. Out to Watson on the left side. Down low. Castle scanning. Looking. Backing down his man. And a travel called. Going against Twiggs there. Castle called for the travel. Miller has it. Really explosive first couple minutes. Came out with 14 points. Really hasn't done anything since those first 5 minutes or so. Still stuck at 14 with 3 minutes to go to the half. Minter has it. Little floater is good. And Minter's starting to heat up. He's got 9. 38-33 all of a sudden. Wessig gets it down low, goes up with it, blocked by Boggs. Gives it off to Montgomery. Montgomery gives it up to Miller. Up the floor, Sealy trying to stay with him. He steps back, gives it off Montgomery. Pump fake, back out. Miller, Sealy on him. He's going to drive in left side, puts up a floater. It is no good, but he's fouled by David Sealy. That's his second foul now, 8th team foul. 7 for Berea, so whistles have been being blown on both sides here. Tariq Miller, a chance to go up from 14, which he's been stuck at for a while. 2 free throws coming here for him. 4 of 6 from the line is Berea, 66% clip. First free throw good. He's at 15 points. And LB Boyette checking in now for Hayden Castle. A little bit more size and speed coming in off the bench. And Boyette averages 11 points a game, 4 assists a game. Second free throw no good by Miller, so he'll be at 15. It's a 4-point lead all of a sudden now for the NATOs as Sealy brings the ball up the floor. 2:30 to go in the first half. Sealy off to Boyette. Boyette looking around on the right side, gives it up top Wessig. Couple dribbles. Sutherland now on the left wing, back out Wessig. Pump fakes a 3, gives it off Sealy, going around the screen. Doubled now. Boyette looking. Wessig down low now, guarded by Boggs. He's going to face him up. Going inside, couple of dribbles. Turn around, pass it out. Boyette, three-pointer is good. LB Boyette smiling down the court after he hits a 3. 10 points now for Boyette, and it's back to a 7-point lead. Minter has it on the left wing. 1:57 to go. He drives in on Sutherland, puts up a floater, and a charge called. Offensive foul, a little bit of a push there by Minter on Sutherland, and he's not going to get away with it. Possession going back to the Tornadoes. Good defensive work by Sutherland. Now Sealy has it on the left side, sending Boyette in. He goes across the floor. Sealy has it now, gives it off to Sutherland, who looks around, finds Wessig. Wessig a couple dribbles, gives it off to Watson now. Mid-range is no good off the back of the iron, rebounded by Hudson. He's going to bring it up the floor, guarded by Sutherland all the way, who's going to fall back. Hudson takes the 3, hits it. So just like that, 3-pointer by Boyette erased, and it's back to a 4-point lead with a minute and a half to go. 9 points now for Kavion Hudson, and that ball's knocked away by him, but it will be called a foul on Hudson, I believe. Yes. Foul on Kavion Hudson. And both teams are in the bonus, so Chancey Watson going to go to the line for 2 here. Watson, first trip to the line. Watson, 4 points. 2 of 5 from the field. 2 rebounds. And here come his first 2 free throws. Up 4 with 1:21 to go. Couple dribbles. Fires. And it was actually a 1-and-1, so he will not get a second free throw. It's no good, clanging off the back iron. And driving in now is Hudson. Gives it off low. Boggs loses it, and foul called against Wessig. He doesn't agree. And so now Boggs going to the free throw line, 6'7" forward. Boggs 0 for 2 in his lone trip to the free throw line. 6'7" forward, he only has 3 boards here in half number 1. You gotta wonder why Isaac Caudle, who's 4 or 5 inches shorter, has more boards than him if you're on the Berea coaching staff. Free throw is good, so stick around for another chance to make it a 2-point game. After a 13-point Brevard lead at 1 point, 7:04 remaining in the half. It's back to 2 now. Boggs hits it. He's 2 for 4 from the line after an 0 for 2 trip earlier. Sealy has it. 1:08 to go. Bringing the ball up the floor on the left side. Pick set by Wessig. He gives it off Boyette. Now Wessig dribbling around. Sutherland fires the 3. It's good. Big time 3 there. Needed from Garrett Sutherland, who's played a really good game so far, the freshman. Minter has it. Reed back in the game on him now. Gets lost. Sutherland coming in to help, and it's a miss on the floater by Minter. Good defense by Sutherland after the 3. Sealy has it now up the left side. Working fast. Off to Sutherland. That ball was going to get taken away, and instead Leak was getting held onto, and the foul called against Sutherland. Both number 20s going at it there. Sutherland holding on to him there, so free throw line trip coming for Aaron Aleek, freshman guard out of Georgetown, Kentucky, Scott County High School. Quincy Carter will check in now for Sutherland. 10 fouls for the NATOs, 9 for Berea. Five-point lead, 39.6 to go. Leak's first free throw, no good. But they are in the double bonus, so it will be 2 free throws regardless. Second free throw by Leak. Bends down, fires, and it's good. 4-point lead for the NATOs with 39.6 to go. And Trapp employed. Minter has it, steals it. Wild pass taken in by Miller. Stolen by Reed, who has it now out to Boyette. Boyette on the break. They've got numbers. Going inside. Wessig goes up. Layup. And a blocking. Not sure what is called there, actually. Blocking foul, it looks like. Wasn't sure if they were going to go with the charge. It will be a blocking foul. And Boyette. Wow, crazy sequence there. Boyette going to go to the line. Wessig hit the layup, but the foul was called before as Boyette was dumping the pass off. Laboring a little bit after that contact, but getting ready to shoot his free throws. I believe it'll be 2 here for Boyette now regardless, miss or make on attempt number 1. 29 seconds to go in the half, 4-point lead. Boyette with a chance to extend it here, and the referee's having a little bit of dialogue here right in the painted area about who knows what. Something to do with the last sequence. Kavion Hudson from the bench trying to plead his case for his teammates. Referees still discussing. And looks like a decision is being neared. Carter, Boyette, and Reed all talking at the line. And yes, 2 free throws coming up now for LB Boyette. Boyette standing at 10. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 three-pointer. A lot of ones for LB Boyette. 1-0 in the scoring department, though. A chance to extend that here. He's in double figures already. Season average is at 11. He's 1 away from matching that before we get to the half. Referee's still discussing something here. Not sure what's going on. Crowd growing unruly here. Still, they'll bring in the third referee now to discuss. Not sure what's being talked about here. And as they discuss, Paris Crawford getting ready to check in for the first time. It looks like 6'3", junior guard from Atlanta, Georgia, North Springs High School. He'll check in after this free throw. We're finally ready to shoot the free throw. And Boyette hits. Well, not really sure. I guess he does hit that free throw. I guess the first was a warm-up for whatever reason. He hits the real first one now. Really not sure what happened there, but Boyette hits the second. And Minter has the ball now. Shot clock turned off, 17 seconds left. Really confusing sequence there. 12, clock taken down to 10. Single digits on the clock, 8-point lead for the NATOs. Minter looking around, driving inside. 3, 2, puts up a mid-range, hits it. And with that, it'll be 48-42 Tornadoes as we head to the half. LB Boyette leading the scoring for the NATOs with 12, but 9 different Tornadoes have scored. Tariq Miller with 15 for Berea. 9 points for Kavion Hudson and Trey Minter apiece. 48-42 lead at the half at the Bosch. Be back in a minute. A little more insight. Couple more numbers. NATO's lead at the half here in Brevard, North Carolina, over the Mountaineers.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now than I was as a freshman. I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations. It has really blown me away with projects that are fun and exciting and all the outdoor activities that we've done.
My financial aid process was very smooth. My freshman year, I came in worry-free, which was amazing because it allowed me to focus on my academics and focus on finding my place here at Brevard.
In Brevard, there's all kinds of things to do, whether it be go up into downtown and look at all the shops, or go up to any of the national forests and hike, camp, anything like that. And that's what I'm into, the hiking, camping, backpacking, the biking.
There's a lot to do outside. It's probably one of the prettiest places on the earth. And to come to somewhere where it's such a tight-knit community, where everybody has your back, I mean, you're not gonna find that anywhere else at bigger schools.
I like to go hang out in the coffee shop, sit outside at the picnic tables, maybe do a little bit of homework there, and just socialize because there's always somebody that I know there.
Brevard does make it easy to come here. The admission process is very simple.
Scholarship day, I came and they had everything figured out for me, and I sat down with the advisor and it was super simple.
I love the faculty. I love the staff. I love the experiential education. So many things speak to me. It screams my home away from home. It's just a great feeling to be on campus, which is why I've decided this is where I'm gonna be, this is where I wanna graduate, this is where I want my degree to come from.
The Brevard College Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is the most distinctive in the nation. I think one of the reasons why is because it is so focused on experiential education in addition to the outdoor education component. They are developing their leadership skills out in the field with each other.
My internship was on Schooner Lynx. She's a 122-foot topsail schooner. She's a replica of an 1812 privateer. My job on Lynx this summer was a deckhand, and because of the skills that I've learned at Brevard College, such as program planning and lesson planning and different techniques to teaching to different ages and different types of people, I was promoted to the job of educator. This summer, my professor, John Buford, knew that I'd be at sea quite a bit, and he really worked with me. And when I would come into port, I would call him, he would always answer. He was really quick to respond with my emails, and not just to say, I got your email, but he would talk about what was going on and ask me questions. And it was really cool to have somebody like that to support me for the summer and really help me succeed.
You should come to Brevard College in the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program because you will become a leader, a strong, ethical leader. And that can be applied to any field, anywhere you go, whatever you do in your professional career. And it'll be a whole lot of fun as you learn those skills.
Anybody who is interested in leadership skills and outdoor skills should definitely think about Brevard. It's an incredible place and a great place to be a part of.
Before I got to Brevard College, I didn't know what experiential learning even was. We have all the rivers, Pisgah National Forest, DuPont State Forest, just all the resources are around us. So the location is why environmental studies is so great here.
With experiential learning, it's not always field-based. We do quite a few things in the lab as well, so you get opportunities to do hands-on research in the lab. But whenever possible, when you can get outdoors and see what's actually happening, it's different based on the conditions that are outdoors, and you can never predict those. So a day that it's raining and cold, you're going to see different activity levels among the animals and plants than if it's a day that's sunny and warm. The courses that I teach are all based in the outdoors. My specialty is biodiversity, so I teach a course in biodiversity, but I also teach courses that are unique to the area that are called Plants and Animals of the Southern Appalachians. Here at Brevard College, one of the things that we do really well is interact with these students who are undergraduates in a way that prepares them for graduate programs. That's what we can do at Brevard College. We can get these students who are interested in a particular area, help them find a path that is tying together their interest with what our background, the backgrounds of the professors can do, and then position that student in a way that few undergraduates can be positioned to go on to a graduate program or to go directly into the field.
Back here at the Bosch, NATOs and Mountaineers getting ready for second half action. 2:45 away, 48-42, Brevard lead. And a couple notes. L.B. Boyette leading the scoring for the NATOs with 12. Garrett Sutherland has 7 points, 4 rebounds. There's actually a streak of a couple consecutive games where he's recorded 4 rebounds. Hoping to not stay at 4, obviously, throughout the second half, but good work being done right now by the freshman. For Berea, 15 points for Tariq Miller. 14 of those came really early on with 3 made shots from beyond the arc. 11 points from Trey Minter, 9 from Kavion Hudson. And as a team, 46.9% from the field for Berea, which is very good, not bad at all. But for Brevard, 58.6% from the field shooting. 6 of 12 from beyond the arc, 50%. NATO's hoping that could trend can continue in half number 2. Coach Lee Burgess, his 10th year at the helm, looking for more of the same of that. And on the other end, Berea hoping to not see Brevard have a repeat performance of that in half number 2 if they want a chance to win this ball game. About a minute and a half away before we resume action between the NATOs and the Mountaineers. Back here at the Bosch, second half action, 6-point lead as we open up half number 2 for the Tornadoes. And their 5 as they come out: Charles Reed, L.B. Boyette, Carson Evans, Alex Wessig, and Garrett Sutherland. Berea with the first possession. Minter has it, going inside, going to try and go off glass, and will succeed. Nice little floater there from Minter, who has 13 now. Evans bringing it up the floor on the right side, gives it off Sutherland. Sutherland waving Boyette down low, gives it off to Reed instead. Looks around both ways, pumps, gives it up top to Wessig. Takes a dribble, looking down low, won't take it. Gives it off to Sutherland on the right wing instead. Down low, Evans has it, loses it, brought in by Cottle. And Tariq Miller gives it off to Minter. Right side, corner, Hudson, 3, no good. Rebounded by Cottle, though. He goes back up with it. He's blocked by Boyette, but a foul called. He was swarmed by both Evans and Boyette there, and Boyette not a fan of the call. Cottle will go to the line here. Has not taken a free throw tonight. Here comes his first 2. Caudill taking his first free throw. It'll bounce in off the front of the rim. 3-point lead for the NATOs. 40 seconds in. David Seeley now checks in favor of Carson Evans, who the foul may have been on. Second free throw is pure by Caudill. He goes perfect from the line, and it's a 2-point game. 4-0 run to start the half so far by Berea. Seeley has it, going around the pick by Wessig on the left side off to Sutherland. Wessig takes a dribble. Up top, Sutherland has a crease. Passes it out corner, Reed. Boyette now on the right side. He'll slow it down a little bit. Dribbling with the left. Going inside, driving off Reed. Reed around the screen, looking around, back to Boyette on the right side. He fires the 3. It is good. On line, that's 15 points for L.B. Boyette. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. He fires it so casually. Sometimes it's shocking when he pulls it. Not shocking when he makes it, but Miller with the ball for Berea right near the BC logo at midcourt. Reed on him. Gives it off Boggs, the 6'7" forward. Going down low, intercepted by Seeley. Seeley's got it, going coast to coast. Down the floor, Boyette looking around. Takes a layup off the glass, good. 17 now for LB Boyette. And they're weathering the storm here early of Berea. Miller has it. Leading scorer. Gives it off Minter. Minter, Caudle out to the left side for Hudson. Kavion Hudson now out to Minter. Down low and a foul called. They say Boyette was holding on to Boggs as they went for the pass. Third foul on Boyette. Second team foul of the half. And Evans will check back in for Seeley. Bit of a revolving door at point guard right now for the NATOs between Seeley and Evans. It's Evans for the time being. Minter's got it, passes it inbounds to Hudson. Hudson's got it in the right corner, now more the right wing. Reed on him, playing tight defense, spin move. Hudson goes up, it's taken away. Wessig, jump ball called, and possession will go to the NATOs. Charles Reed to inbound. He's got Evans. Coming up the left side. No pressure applied by Berea right now early here in the half. 17:50 to go. Evans has it out to the left side. Sutherland up top. Wessig pump fakes, goes inside, gives it up. Boyette. He'll go in. Doubled down low. Wessig loses the ball. Taken away. Sutherland knocks it up, but it'll go to Caudle ultimately. And now Miller. Miller backing away. Sutherland on him, gives a little shake. Out of the left side, Caudle for three, fires, no good. Rebounded by Reed off his foot, though. As he tried to take a dribble, Boyette was coming through, and some kind of collision knocked that ball out. And it'll stay right with the Mountaineers, down 7, about 3 minutes into the second half. Pass into Minter, right near the NCAA logo on the left side. Goes cross court, Hudson fires the three. Weston contests, doesn't matter, he hits. 4-point lead now, three-pointer by Kavion Hudson, who has 12. 2 of 2 from beyond the arc now. Wessig gets it down low, goes up. Layup, no good, too strong. Minter has the rebound, going up the floor. Looking to the right side, gives it off Hudson. Sutherland on him, he goes inside. Little Euro blocked. Wessig, he gets it back though. Hudson has it in the corner, back out to Minter with more space. Carson Evans guarding him. Screen coming from Boggs on the left side. Boyette switches on to Minter. Minter going inside, going up. Floater, good. And a technical call now on Minter. Not sure if something was said, but Minter teed up for Berea. Curious as to what happened there. I just saw a bucket made, maybe a little bit of trash talk, but LB Boyette now going to the free throw line now for the NATOs after that technical. Not sure what was said or done, but Boyette knocks in the first free throw. 4 for 4 from the line now, make it 5 for 5 for Boyette, and now the possession for the NATOs. (55-51). Evans has it. Gets a screen from Wessig. Out to Sutherland. Wessig now firing a three. No good. Rebounded by Caudle. Minter will get it. Just teed up a minute ago. Has the ball back in the corner. Evans on him, working on him. Going inside. Puts up a shot and fouled by Evans. It's his third foul. Team's third. A little bit of foul trouble for the NATOs at the moment. 3 for Boyette, 3 for Evans. Minter inbounding. Gives it off down low to Boggs. He retrieves it. Gives it off Minter. Boyette switches on to him. Back turn now faces him up. Boyette getting ready. Boggs coming into the screen. Firing a three beyond the screen. Minter misses. Rebounded by Reed. Going up the floor. Long pass. Wessig all alone. Can't handle it. The big man stumbling. Couldn't get to it. Pass could have been a little bit more on the mark, but a turnover there for the NATOs, who were good with that. Both teams only with 7 turnovers in the opening half. Boggs has it up top. Wessig on him, and he defers to Minter, who gives it up top to Caudle. Now to Hudson up top. Dribbling between the legs a couple times. Fires a three with Wessig on him, and he won't hit. Rebound taken by Sutherland. He's got 5 now. And he'll get away from traffic. Pass it out to Evans on the left side, going up the floor. Right near the corner, Reed has it down low to Westig. Going to work. Miller on him, looking around, passes out. Wing, all alone. Evans for three, can't hit. Rebounded by Tariq Miller. He's coming up the floor, donning the headband in the number 3. Going inside on Boyette, passes it out to Hudson. Up top, Cardle, little head fake and a travel. His body moved before the ball did, and this one will go back to the NATOs. Timeout called. 55-51 Tornado lead. About a quarter of the way through second half action here. 4-point lead. 3 fouls for the NATOs, only 1 so far for Berea. And we'll be right back. Both teams coming back onto the floor now. Brevard coming on with their 5. Reed, Westig, Boyette, Evans, and Sutherland the same 5. Berea still waiting to break the huddle from their timeout. Buzzer sounds and they'll come back on. Looks like it'll be Twiggs, Hudson, Cardle, Miller, and Minter. So Twiggs newly in for Berea. Inbound now to Evans. Right side, bringing it up right near the middle now. Gives it off to Sutherland. Sutherland now to Boyette on the right side. Reed. Reed has it. Looking around off to Evans. Left side, Boyette up top. Evans for 3. Can't hit that one either. Rebounded by Sutherland. Loses the ball. Has it. Tries to pass it back out. It's stolen. Reed has it now. Reed. Ball getting ripped away. Boyette knocks it out of bounds. And it'll be Berea ball. Crazy sequence. Miller limping a little bit there. Tariq Miller tied leading scorer. And the slick floor maybe a problem once again. The mop's coming back out. He's pointing right where he slipped, making sure that it doesn't happen to someone else or to him again. Miller kind of guiding the mop, saying, hey, don't let that happen again. I've got 15. I don't want to end at 15. Coach Lee Burgess hoping he does end up at 15, though, as Berea brings the ball up the floor. It'll be Kavion Hudson. Evans on him up top. Calling out the play. Driving in right. Out to the corner. Wide open. Cardle for 3. Can't hit. Rebounded by Reed. Reed bringing it up the floor. Looking around to the left side. Boyette. Pump fakes. Stepping back. Gives off to Reed. Again up top. Dribbling towards the right side. Backdoor cut. The basket was made by Sutherland, and now foul called on the floor, I believe, maybe on Cardle. Basket won't count. It's a beautiful pass, but Brevard will simply inbound, and now Montgomery coming in favor of Miller, who might have tweaked something a minute ago. Still not sure whether it's for rest or injury purposes. Inbound goes off to Boyette. He reels it in with one hand, gives it off Evans. Evans, three-point line again, won't take it this time. Boyette will, though, and he'll hit again. LB Boyette, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. He's got 22. Career high is 25 for Boyette, the sophomore. Closing in on that with a whole 14 minutes to go. Montgomery has it in the corner, and foul called on Sutherland. Not sure what it was. He wasn't even on the ball. 4th team foul. 7-point lead for the NATOs here. 14:07 to go in the half. In the ball game, really. Montgomery has it now on the right wing, guarded by Reed. Up top, Cardle. Couple dribbles, gives it off to Hudson now. Boyette on him. He takes a long 2 and hits. Kavion Hudson with 14 now. So 15 for Miller and Minter both. 14 for Hudson. Really, those 3 have been where the scoring has come from. Evans has the ball down low for the NATOs, trying to back down his man. Puts up a wild floater, and it's blocked. Had 3 guys on him. Not a wisely advised shot. And now the layup on the other end by Minter on the break. Makes it a 3-point game. Evans has it. And that ball off the foot of Montgomery. And if you're Coach Lee Burgess, you got to think, really, you've had a lot more success so far in this ball game with Sealy at the point. But Sealy obviously getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Or Evans, rather, actually, is the one in foul trouble. Sorry. And he's the one that's in. But 2 fouls for Sealy as well. And now, foul called on a Wessig, offensive foul. It'll go back to Berea. But as I was saying, if you're Coach Lee Burgess, you've played a lot better and had a lot better scoring output and facilitating with David Sealy in the game at the point. But for the time being, he'll stick with Carson Evans, who is guarding Hudson. Hudson gives it off now to Cottle, and now off to Twiggs. Hudson has it once again, firing the 3 and hitting. Tie ball game. 17 points now for Kavion Hudson, who's heating up. Evans has the ball. Wessig setting a pick. He'll get the ball now. He'll drive in, try to go back door, and won't. This pass will be knocked away by Montgomery. He was looking for Charles Reed. 12:52 to go in the ball game. Tie game. And Reed inbound. He will hit Wessig right near the midcourt logo. Taking a couple dribbles now, going inside. Passing it off to Boyette. Boyette on top. Going down low. Going up the layup. Blocked. Blocked by Hudson, but taken back by Boyette. A lot of passes out. Reed has it now. Out of the left side, Evans. Going inside. Defender misses. Off to Sutherland. Layup. No good. He missed it. Wow. Garrett Sutherland missing an easy layup there. Really surprising the way he's played tonight. Hudson fires another 3, is fouled. He won't hit, but Boyette fouled him. That's going to be Boyette's 4th foul. He's got to be careful, and he might get pulled here by Burgess. He is signaling Carter to come check in, and it looks like it might be for Boyette. Burgess really unhappy with that sequence there. Now 3 free throws and a chance for the lead. 3 chances for the lead coming for Kavion Hudson, who is now sitting at 17. Trey Minter is as well. Tariq Miller has 15. First free throw is good. And the lead is now reclaimed for the first time in a while. Biggest lead for Berea was 5 with 18-16 to go in the first period. So right at the beginning of the action, he hits his second free throw. Miller comes back in, and Carter comes in as expected for LB Boyette. And chance to go 3 for 3 from the line here. Hudson fires and hits. Perfect trip from the line there. Kavion Hudson leading scorer for Berea. Sutherland has it now. Out of the right side to Reed. Back to Sutherland. He'll fire a 3 and will miss. Carter gets the rebound. Back out. And Reed loses the ball. Now bringing up the floor is Hudson. Hudson looking around. Corner knocked away by Carter. Good defensive hustle play. 12 minutes to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for Berea. 20 points for Kavion Hudson, by the way, after that free throw trip. Montgomery has it in the corner, guarded by Wessig. He's going to take a mid-range, no good, air ball. Carter's got the rebound. Bringing up the floor, loses it, gets it back. A little bit of a mishandle on the left side. He passes it up top to Evans. Evans looking around. He has Sutherland. Sutherland looking around. Up top to Wessig. Takes a couple dribbles. Gives it off now Carter. Carter inside. Backdoor Wessig. Open. Hits the layup. Back to a 1-point game. 11 and a half to go. And Alex Wessig has 8 points now. And now going in Cardle. Blocked. And it's going to be Brevard ball. Miller retrieved the block but was standing out of bounds. He doesn't agree. Or actually, it's a foul, rather. Fouls on Tariq Miller, and now a timeout called. 61-60 lead for Berea. Mountaineers and Tornadoes both going to talk things over during the timeout here. 61-60, 11:23 to go. We'll be right back. Brevard coming back out onto the floor now. Couple replacements, Chancey Watson in, and Luke Blanett in as well. Sealy now onto the floor as well at the point. So Sutherland and Carter, the remaining NATOs that were already on the floor. Caudle, Miller, Boggs, Hudson, and Minter for the Mountaineers. Sealy has it. It's been the more productive point guard tonight. Sutherland on the left side gives it back off to Sealy. Sealy up top, setting up the play, driving around, looking around. Gives it off to Carter on the right side, back to Sealy. Minter on him. Sutherland, Blanett now. Takes a hard dribble, tries to go to Carter. He can't corral it, throws it. Brought in by Sealy. Wow, I don't know how he brought that pass in. He gives it off Sutherland. Watson has it now. Going between the pick. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Hudson. Loses Carter. Going up the floor quickly. By himself, Miller. 4-3 hits. Miller 4 for 7 from 3 now. 6 for 9 overall from the field. 18 points for him. Blanett has it now up top. Looking around, has Watson. And foul called on Kavion Hudson. Not happy about it. That's his third. Third team foul. Now Chancey Watson to inbound here. Sealy has it up top. Driving in on the right side, gives it off. Sutherland trying to go around the screen, has Boggs on him. Sealy now down low, Blanett looking around backdoor. Sealy goes up, double pump, and is fouled. Missed the layup, but he's going to go to the line. Chance to cut it to a 2-point game. Sealy getting ready here. Hasn't taken a free throw tonight. Here's his first. Hits it. 3-point game now with 10:20 to go. And now Aaron Leak checked into the ball game in favor of Hudson, who has the 3 fouls, and Sealy hits on the second. It's a 2-point game. Caudill inbounds it to Miller, who defers to Minter immediately. Trey Minter, 17 points, 5 boards, no assists. Boggs has it up top, 6'7" forward, gives out to Miller. He shoots a 3, he misses that one. Rebounded by Watson, who will bring it up. Waves Sealy off. Wants to direct traffic himself here. Watson at the controls, gives off to Sealy now. Sutherland, Carter on the right side, looking around down low for Sealy. Sealy looking for something. Takes a couple dribbles, goes inside out to Carter. Pump fake, 3-pointer, no good. And rebound brought in by Boggs. Miller gives it off to Minter. 9:40 to go in the ball game. 2-point lead for Berea, 64-62. Minter has it up top. Looking around, looking for a screen from Boggs maybe. He does get one, goes around it and gives it off to Caudle. Miller has it now. Twiggs getting ready to check in. Miller going near the top, firing another 3 and missing. Rebound by Carter. Good board over the 6'7" Boggs. Sealy now off to Watson. Watson going in hard. Euro off the glass, can't hit it. Blanett, rebound, puts it up, misses. Rebounded now by Miller. It's going the other way. Thought about going long to Minter and doesn't. Gives it off instead to Caudle, who now gives it to Minter on the right side. Carter guarding him. Blanett and Boggs coming towards the 3-point line. Minter still guarded by Carter, giving it off to Caudle. Isaac Caudle. Chancey Watson on him. Up top. Takes a couple dribbles, loses it. Carter steals. Carter on the break. Going down the floor. Minter chasing him. He's got the layup. We're tied up again with 8:46 to go. Timeout called. And tie ball game 64 apiece with 8:46 to go. And the two squads are going to talk it over. 64-64. About 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. We'll be right back. Teams back out on the floor. 8:46 to go here in the action at the Bosch. 64-64 apiece between Berea and Brevard. Minter's got it. He's going to bring it up the floor. Right near the BC logo. Watson awaits at the three-point line. Screen set by Boggs. Blainett now switching on to Minter. Little bit of a mismatch here. Let's see what Minter does with it. He's going to take a step back. No, he won't. He'll pass it out to Leak. Leak passes out to the corner to Twiggs. Back out to Minter. Minter, little hezzy. He's going to instead dribble around right at the NCAA logo. Pulls a long three from the logo and misses. Rebounded by Castle. Gives it off to Sealy. Castle newly checked in. Sealy off to the right side. Watson. Watson looking around. Sees Blainett down low. Doesn't take it. Sealy has it up top. Out to Sealy. Blainett for three. Good! The big man from beyond the arc gives the NATOs another lead. 67-64. They've got it back. We'll see if they can hold on. Lee Burgess and company hoping they can. Minter has it. Pulls up a mid-range on Sealy. Hits. 7:45 to go. 67-66. As good of a game as you can ask for to this point. Sealy has it off the left side to Quincy. Inside Sealy. Weird little layup, or Euro rather. Doesn't take it. Watson has it now. Blainett. Up top to Watson, going inside, driving off the glass, can't get it. Blainett, rebound, turning around, can't hit it either. Tries to get the rebound again. This one's taken by Leak. Stolen. No, Carter couldn't get it. Up the floor now, Miller. Minter going into the left side, putting up a floater, no good. Rebounded. Castle over Boggs. Boggs trying to hold on to Castle. A little bit of a dirty play. Sealy has it. Layup, good. 69-66, and not sure anyone saw, but as they're trying to get up the floor, Castle's leg was being held onto by Boggs. 6'7" forward. Not sure if he just didn't want to get down and compete or what, but holding onto opponents' legs usually isn't a good strategy for anyone. Regardless, three-point lead for the NATOs with 6:42 to go. Minter has it. Firing a three over Blainett. Can't hit. Rebounded by Sealy. Sealy coming up the floor. Looking around, he's going to slow it down. They don't have numbers. Gives it off to Carter, looking around, number 4. Up top, dribbling with the left, trying to go around the pick, loses the ball, gets it back. Sealy has it up top. He's looking around, looks at Watson, instead goes left. Carter has it around the screen from Blainett. Backdoor, Blainett, layup, good. 5-point lead with 6:13 to go here at the Bosch. Reserves getting it done once again. That's the story of the whole game. Bench points, 29 for Brevard, 3 for Berea. Hudson ready to check in for Berea as well as Wessig for Brevard. Pass down low to Miller. He loses it. Wild pass stolen by Carter. Looking for Watson. He's got him on the break. Foul. Layup. Good. Not going to count. It'll be on the floor. Terrific sequence there. And Leak not happy about it. Timeout call by Berea. NATO's on a little run here now. 5-point lead with 5:52 to go in the ball game. 6 fouls for the NATOs, 5 for Berea. 5-point lead. We'll be right back. About ready to resume second half action here. 5:52 to go in the ball game. It's crunch time for both squads. NATO's prevailing right now, 71-66. Just at about 6 minutes to go, 5:52 to be exact. LB Boyette leading the scoring with 22. He's been sat down for a while, though, with 4 fouls. Sealy has it, gives it off to Carter. Carter guarded by Boggs, wants Sealy. Sealy down low, Wessig. Picked up by Boggs. He's going to go in anyways with it. Goes up. Layup good. 6-7 forward. Couldn't handle it there. 7-point lead with 5:35 to go for the NATOs. Minter has it. Off to Caudle. Looking for Kavion Hudson. Leading scorer with 20 for Berea. He goes in. Hop step layup. No, he defers to Caudle. Blocked. And Castle has the rebound. Not sure who got the block there. I just saw the ball flying. Sealy has it. Coming up the floor. Right in the middle of the court. Setting up a play. Carter going across. Castle coming to the middle. Watson on the left side has it. Down low, Wessick. Castle looking around up top. Watson firing a three. No good off the front of the rim. Minter tried to go down the court, and that pass was knocked away. Great play because Miller was all alone on the other end of the court. Minter saw it. Pass got deflected, and nothing could come of it. Minter has it now. Sealy on him. Tries to go in. A little floater. No. Pass is intercepted. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Boggs. It's going to be Brevard ball. Watson inbound now to Sealy. 4:51 to go. Time running out. Clock going now. 7-point lead for the NATOs. Sealy has it. Up top, getting a screen from Wessick. He goes around it. Puts up a little floater. Not a lot of contest, but he can't hit. In and out. Miller has it. Off to Hudson. They can score and burst, both of these squads. Hudson has it. Guarded now, picked up by Castle. Hudson's going to exploit that. He goes inside, tries to go up with a layup. Wessick gets a hand on it, and it'll be a miss. Carter has it now. Going up the floor, passing to Sealy. Sealy coming up the left side. He's going to hesitate, go inside, pass out to Castle for three. Pump fakes, doesn't take it. Carter has it now up top, resets with 19 on the 24. Watson, right side. Carter driving inside of the left on Boggs. Puts up a long layup off the glass. Isn't going to get any of the rim, but Watson has the rebound. He goes up with a nice little reverse. Not even looking at the basket. What a layup by Chancey Watson, who's been putting in work. Watson with 6 points now. Not super efficient from the field, 3 of 10, but he's been putting in a lot of effort. 4 boards, 6 points. Really good reserve here for the NATOs. Chancey Watson having a good game. Junior guard, 6'1" out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Olympic High School. 31 bench points for the Tornadoes as opposed to 3 for Berea. Big discrepancy there. Part of the reason why the NATOs have opened up a 9-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Brevard ready. They come out of their huddle. Berea still got some things to talk over, being down 9 with 4 minutes to go. It's time to put the foot on the gas. And if you're the NATOs, it's closing time. Wessick, Sealy, Watson, Carter, and Castle, the same 5 coming out for the NATOs. And Coach Burgess. And Berea still in their huddle. NATOs sitting there, Wessick having a little bit of a discussion with the refs just about something, maybe about the contact down low overall throughout the game. Berea still in the huddle, and they'll finally start to come out of it. It'll be Miller, Leak, Hudson, Caudle, and Twiggs. And Miller will be the one to inbound. Miller, one of 3 scorers with 18 or more. He has 18 on 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 9 beyond the arc. 6 rebounds to boot and an assist. Passes it into Hudson, the leading scorer with 20 for the Mountaineers. Gives it off to Miller. Leak has it up top, facilitating now. Gives it back to Hudson. Hudson right near the midcourt logo. Gives it off Miller. Wessick and Sealy both in the area, as well as Caudle for Berea. Miller gives it off to Caudle now. Carter on him. He tries to drive in, and a foul called on Carter. It'll be on the floor. Quincy Carter pleading his case to the referee, and he'll let it go pretty quickly. And Caudle going to the line now. They're in the bonus. It'll be a 1-and-1. If he sinks the first, we'll stay here. If he misses, we'll see who gets the board. Caudle getting ready for free throw number 1. 0 for 4 from the line. Make it 1 for 5. Actually, rather, that was looking at his three-point stats. Sorry, he's now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Looked at the wrong box score there. Trying to become 4 for 4, and he will. 7-point lead, 3:41 to go for the NATOs. Pressure now applied on the defensive front. Carter has it, gives it back off to Sealy. Sealy coming up, trapped, tries to pass it, stolen. Leak has it now. Looking around on the break. Carter on him. He's going to give it out of the corner. Cardle for three. Fires. Hits it. And one. Fouled by Seeley. And all of a sudden, this could become a three-point game if he hits this free throw. Not what you're looking for if you're Brevard there. Could become a three-point game, actually. 75-71, 3:27 to go. And Cardle now chose a good time to hit his first three. 1 for 5 now. Chance to make it a 4-point play. And he stays perfect at the line. 5 for 5 in that department. 6 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Good game for Isaac Cardle. 3:25 to play. Carter has it, gives it off to Castle. Need to pass half court. Seeley does. Gives it off to Carter now, and they reset. 3:17 to go. Carter has it, now back to Seeley. Seeley up top to the left side. Gives it off to Watson, who gives it right back to Seeley. Down low, Castle. All alone, Carter for 3. We need this. He can't hit it. Rebounded, though. Castle, he puts it back up, and the layup's good. A little bit more cushion. 5-point lead for the NATOs. Under 3 minutes to go now, 2:57. Miller passes it to Hudson. Castle now becomes the 10th different NATO to score this game. 9 of them were in the first half. Now Castle checking in with 3 minutes to go in the ball game in the scoring department. Twiggs has it on the left side, gives it off Miller. Miller firing a three, has been good at him tonight. Not there, doesn't get any of the rim. Rebounded by Watson, gives it off to Wessig. Wessig right back to Watson, who's going to bring it up the floor, gets past half court. 2:33 to play, 5-point lead for the NATOs. Carter has it, guarded by Hudson. Giving it off to Watson. Castle now. Seeley, down low, Watson. Pump fake, goes up, layup, no good. Can't get the rebound, Hudson has it. Hudson now going up the floor, defended tightly by Watson and fouled by Watson. 2:18 to go. And it'll be the 9th team foul, so I believe still single bonus, 1 and 1 here for Hudson. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for him. On 50% from the field, Kavion Hudson. Sophomore guard from Louisville, Kentucky. Wagoner High School, where Hudson hails from. See if he can hit his free throws here. He hits the first and will stay right here. 4-point lead. Hudson looking to make it a 3-point lead. Hudson firing the second, hitting the second. He's got 22, as well as staying perfect from the line. Seeley has it now. Gives it off to Castle. Right back to Seeley. Seeley getting trapped. Finds Carter. Good ball movement there. Right back to Seeley. 2:05 on the clock. 3-point lead. We're at 2 minutes even. Carter has it down low, looking around, backing his man down, out to the corner. 3-pointer for Watson, way off. Rebounded, though, by Hudson. Hudson on the break to Miller. Miller looking around, passing it out. Cardle fires a 3, hits it, and we're tied up. Isaac Cardle catching fire here in the last couple minutes. He's got 13. Tied game with 1:38 to go. Seeley has it, gives it off to Carter. Carter looking around, going to give it up to Wessig up top. Wessig taking a couple dribbles, looking, hits Seeley on the right wing, down to Castle down low. He looks around, 13 on the shot clock, going up, fouled, and one! Hayden Castle with a huge basket. Didn't get into the scoring until about a minute ago on the game clock, like 3 minutes to go or so. And now all of a sudden a huge, huge opportunity for a 3-point play for the Tornadoes. Hayden Castle. Lead is up to 2, could make it 3 right here. Number 23 takes a couple of dribbles. Crowd quiets down. He shoots the free throw and hits off the shooter's roll. It's a 3-point lead, 80-77. 1:25 to go in the ball game. And now Castle will come off in favor of Sutherland. And now Reed will come in and get Chancey Watson. Coach Burgess wants a couple of the starters in there, looks like. Still no Boyette right now. 4 fouls for him. Miller has the ball, bringing it up. Boggs getting it now. 6'7" forward. Hudson. Cardle. 3-pointer. No good that time. Rebounded, though, by Boggs. Gives it off. Hudson takes his own 3 and won't hit that one. Rebounded by Quincy Carter. Gives it off to Charles Reed. 1:05 to go on the game clock. Reed. Trap coming. Gives it to Carter. A lot of space. Seeley has it now, and he's going to back things up to the BC logo. 56 seconds to go. 3-point lead here at the Bosch. A score here could come close to ending it. Looks like a lot of clock milking happening right now, though. Sutherland has it up top. He'll get off to Seeley. Seeley calling out something. Wessig has it up top now. 6 on the 24. He drives in. Pass it out. Carter, three-pointer. In and out. Rebounded by Cottle, and he's fouled. And that's a 10th foul. That's a double bonus now, I believe. 2 free throws will be coming for Isaac Cottle, who's sitting at 13. 5 of 5 from the line. Does not bode well for what the NATOs want here, but maybe the trend will get bucked. He's got 6 rebounds to boot with that, 2 assists. 36.9 to go, 80-77 Tornado lead. Huge free throws here for Cottle. First one is good. So he's 6 for 6 from the line now, and it's a 2-point game. He can make it a 1-point game here. Cottle fires, hits. And a timeout call by Berea. Things heating up here, to say the least. 36.9 to go in the ball game. NATO's leading by a whopping 1 point right now, 80-79. And you really got to wonder, despite the 4 fouls, where LB Boyette is. He's the leading scorer. He's gotten a lot done for you tonight. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, perfect from the free throw line, shooting 75% tonight from 3. And you got to wonder if Coach Burgess will stick him in here for these last 37 seconds. I mean, at this point, this is where you want your guys in there. And I do understand that the reserves have been getting the job done. And some of them do still need to be in this game. But you got a guy with 22 points who's been sitting on the bench majority of this half. And it's winning time now. As Boyette does walk onto the floor, a good sign for the NATOs. 36.9 to go. Watson now back in. Watson, Sutherland, Seeley, Boyette, and Wessig for the NATOs. The 5. Watson looking around. Can't find anything. Gives it off to Sutherland. Finds him. And Sutherland swarmed. He's going to find Seeley, who's got a lot of room. Seeley's going to slow it down with 30 seconds to go. About 5 seconds between shot and game clock. Seeley's fouled. Minter fouling him, and Seeley will go to help him up. Good show of sportsmanship there. 3rd foul for Trey Minter, who sits at 19 points on 9 of 19, just at about 50% from the field. Charles Reed checking in now for Watson. Looked like they might have wanted Watson for inbound purposes there as the trap was being employed by Berea. Free throws coming for Seeley here. Or a free throw, maybe. 1 and 1. Seeley really looking to hit both of these. He won't hit it. Rebound taken by Cottle. 1-point game. Shot clock's turned off. Berea can get the last look if they want to. 16 seconds to go. Time to play some defense for the Tornadoes. Seeley on Hudson. Hudson, the leading scorer. Little shake. Goes inside. Passes out. 3-pointer. Cottle is good. With 6 seconds to go on the clock, Cottle hits another 3, his 3rd of the ball game. And it's a 2-point lead with 6 seconds to go for Berea. Huge 3. He had the and-1 3 earlier. Had another 3 recently in the half. And just like that, this game is spun upside down. It's the NATOs who need something here. If you're Coach Burgess, you just pull out your best scorer and play. Whether it's a 2 or a 3, whether you play for overtime or not, it doesn't matter. You need the ball going through the net in some capacity if you're Coach Burgess. And what really might sting if this score stands is not hitting the free throw on that 1-and-1 by Seeley. Could have made it a 2-point game and then would have had another free throw coming up, but instead the miss leading to the Cottle 3-pointer. 2-point lead now for Berea. 6 seconds to go. Sutherland, Wessig, Seeley, Boyette, Watson back in now to inbound once again. Miller, Hudson, Minter, Boggs, Cottle. Cottle could be the hero if this stands. 6 seconds to go in the ball game. Wessig and Seeley both down in the painted area waiting on the inbound. Sutherland and Boyette right near midcourt. Watson into Seeley. 4, 3, 2. One, Wessig goes in, layup is good! We're going to overtime! Alex Wessig with the last second layup to send us to OT, 82 apiece. Wessig is right there. Johnny on the spot to send us to overtime, and we've got extra basketball, folks. 82 to 82, Alex Wessig out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, Mountain View High School, the senior leading scorer on the season for the NATOs, comes through. 82-82. We've got 5 more minutes of basketball coming at you right here in a minute from the Bosch. Back here in Brevard, overtime basketball, 82 apiece. Alex Wessig with the clutch layup as the clock ran down to send us to overtime. You've got 5 more minutes of fun, folks. Tip-off coming here between Boyette and Boggs. See who gets first possession here in OT. Here comes the tip. It's won by Boyette, taken by Sutherland. Sealy's got it now. Coming up the left side, gives it off to Watson. Boyette now, leading scorer for the NATOs. Wessig, who had the shot to take us to OT, turns it over. Pass goes off the leg of Hudson. Minter taking it up now. Miller steps back, gives it off to Minter, and they'll reset with Hudson now. Hudson fires a 3, can't hit. Rebounded by Sealy. David Sealy putting in some good work. 2 assists, 3 boards, 9 points, and that one's stolen. Minter on the break. Sutherland trying to chase him. It'll be an easy lay and a 2-point lead now with 4:19 to go in overtime. 21 points for Trey Minter, just trailing Kavion Hudson, who has 22. Sealy coming around the pick, gives it off Boyette. Up top, Wessig. Wessig driving in, looks for Sutherland, doesn't hit him. Gives it off to Watson instead. Watson now, Wessig up top. Looking, backdoor, won't hit it. Gives it off Boyette instead. Wessig up top, 10 on the 24. He's going to drive inside, back out Watson. Watson, triple threat position, goes up, layup, and a charge called against Watson. Chancey Watson, his second foul. 2-point lead now. 3:51 to go in OT. Mop being employed again right near the inbounding spot. Minter to inbound off to Hudson. Hudson's got it, coming up the floor. Dribbling slowly, has the lead, 2 points, 3:43 to go. Here in overtime at the Bosch. Minter looks for Miller, has him. Sealy on him, backing away, now gives it off to Cottle, who's been the biggest weapon for him the home stretch. Hudson now has it. Minter looking around. Watson on him, he'll back up, calling for a screen. Cottle's going to come and give it to him. He fires a 3-pointer and air ball. And now Sealy will receive the inbound from Watson. Gives it off to Sealy. Sealy coming up the floor. Gives it off to Sutherland. Sutherland finds way out on the left side, now to Watson. Watson now has Sealy, 16 on the 24. Need to get some scoring going here. That one's almost stolen, but Wessig gets it. Sealy going inside, loses the ball, and a foul called on Caudill. Isaac Caudill. And now here comes David Sealy to shoot at the free throw line. Sealy can't hit that one either. It was another 1-and-1, so empty-handed, and Sealy not hitting his free throws right now. 2:55 to go, 84-82 Berea. Need to play some defense now. Hudson has it, going around the screen by Boggs. Now gives it up to Boggs, who gives it to Minter on the right side. Minter looking around up top, Miller, left side. Hudson has it. Little jab step, not going anywhere. Wessig on him. Right back out to Miller. Biggest weapon in the first half. Miller fires a 3, can't hit. Rebound, foul on the floor, and it's going to go Brevard's way. Looks like it's going to be a push on Minter. It'll be Brevard possession once again with just that 2.5 to go here in overtime. 2-point lead for Berea. And actually, it'll be Boyette shooting free throws. Should still be another 1-and-1. Should still be one foul to go before Brevard's in double bonus. So needing these free throws here is LB Boyette. He's got 22 points, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And now checking in is Charles Reed in favor of Chancey Watson. Boyette getting ready for the free throws. Crowd quiets down. He fires the first and hits. 6 of 6 from the line now. And a chance to tie the ball game up with 2:31 to go. 23 points now for LB Boyette, the sophomore. Fires a second. And hits. We're tied up. 2:31 to go. Back and forth here at the Bosch. Miller bringing it up the floor. Seeley guarding him closely. Off to Caudle. Now Minter. Boyette on him. Coming off a screen is Hudson. He won't get the ball. Minter will hold on to it. Now out Caudle. Left wing. Driving inside. Stepping back. Passes now Boggs. Gets the ball back. Wants to shoot, doesn't. Drives in, puts up a floater, can't hit. Rebounded, Sutherland. He's hit, and it's going to be Brevard ball. Caudle upset about it. Doesn't matter, Brevard ball. Now, Charles Reed inbounds to David Seeley. Seeley going to work now. 2 minutes even to go in overtime, 84 apiece. Seeley going around a screen by Wessick. Gives it off Sutherland. Wessick all by himself. Little kick. Gives it off. Sutherland down low. No, goes up top. Seeley, 4-3, hits it. David Seeley for 3 opens up an 87-84 lead for the Tornadoes with 1:42 to go in the ball game. Clock stopped. Little bit of a discrepancy there. Huge 3 by David Seeley, making up for the couple missed free throws earlier. He's got 12 now after that. 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. David Seeley makes it 87-84 here at the Bosch. And looks like we're ready for the inbound. Caudle gives it off to Hudson. Hudson surveying the floor. Seeley waiting on him right at midcourt. Tight defense. Hudson trying to get a screen, goes the other way of it. Steps back for 3. He fires. He hits. We're tied up right again with 1:30 to go. He's got 25 points. Kavion Hudson, the sophomore. Seeley loses the inbound, gets it back, gives it off to Reed. 1:22 to go in the ball game. Off to Seeley again. This time Sutherland on the left side. Wanted Reed. Didn't go to him. Gives it to Wessick up top instead. Wessick looking around. Foul called on the floor. And that's double bonus. It should be 2 free throws coming up. And it will be for LB Boyette, who's perfect from the line tonight. 7 of 7 for LB Boyette. Can he make it 9 for 9? 87-87, 1:13 to go in the ball game. Boyette getting ready for free throw number 1 here. Crowd quiets down, and he hits. 8 of 8 from the line now, LB Boyette. Trying to make it 9 for 9 and make it a 2-point lead for the NATOs. 88-87, 1:13 to go. 25, matching his career high. There's his career high. It's 26. Perfect from the line still, 9 of 9. 2-point lead for the NATOs with 1:10 to go. Hudson bringing it up the floor. He's got 25. Hudson trying to drive in on Seeley. It's not happening, but a foul. And now he'll get 2 free throws as they are also in the double bonus. A lot of whistles being blown here. Not a lot of letting the players play here in overtime, but nevertheless, Hudson setting up for 2 free throws. 4 NATOs in the blocks. No Mountaineers in the blocks. Not really a lot of worry about Hudson missing to them, but he does miss the first. Hudson has been really reliable scoring everywhere tonight. Misses that first free throw. That's huge. And he hits the second, cuts it down to a 1-point lead with 1:02 to go. Inbound Seeley. Seeley gives it off to Reed. Berea closing in. Defenders. Gives it off. Boyette's got it now. He's got space. And he'll give it right back to Reed. Reed by himself now in the left corner. Gets a screen. Gives it off to Sutherland now. Wessick going down inside. Boyette has it on the left side, giving it off to Seeley. Seeley looking around, coming back near the top, gives it off to Reed. Right side, Boyette. He's got 26. That's a career high. 3-pointer for Boyette is good! LB Boyette has 29, a career high. And it's a 4-point lead for the NATOs with 30 seconds to go. Berea trying to get something. Miller off to Caudle. And he is going to be fouled. Charles Reed fouled. A 4-point lead. Huge game for LB Boyette. Career high 29 points, including a huge three-pointer to blow it open there. Caudle's coming to shoot 2 free throws. Best he can do is make it 92-90 with 24 seconds left. Gotta wonder what the strategy is here. Assuming Caudle hits his free throws. He hasn't missed one yet. And for Brevard's sake, maybe a little bit of announcer's jinx will kick in after I said that. Watson and Evans waiting at the scorer's table to check in. A little bit of confusion here with maybe the clock. 92-88, 25 seconds to go. Caudle getting ready for some free throws. Both teams in the double bonus. No more 1-and-1s. First free throw. No good. Caudle couldn't hit that one. Announcer's jinx strikes again as he misses. Reed and Sealy coming out. Evans and Watson stepping into the game for the last 25 seconds of action here. 4-point lead. Caudle hoping to make it a 3-point lead. Takes a couple dribbles. Fires. Hits. 3-point lead and a timeout called by Berea. LB Boyette with a career high 29 points. Huge three-pointer to make it a 2-possession lead with 30 seconds to go. Boyette's been huge. 29 points once again. A career high for him. Just really playing amazing. 29 points, 2 assists, 2 boards. Perfect from the free throw line. 9 of 9, 4 of 5 beyond the arc. 8 of 10 from the field. 80% from the field for LB Boyette. And huge part of the reason the NATOs are up 3 with the ball with 25 seconds to go in overtime. Primed to walk away with their second win of the season if they can just hold on for another half a minute. Berea and Brevard talking things over. Brevard probably just making sure to stay careful with the ball. Berea obviously going to try and press the issue here on defense, get the ball back, try and get another possession, maybe hit a 3. That's really their only hope right now. Berea coming back onto the floor. Their 5 is Miller, Boggs, Minter, Caudle, and Hudson. We'll see if Brevard comes out with the same 5. Watson, Wessig, Evans, Boyette, and Sutherland. And now Watson inbound. 4 Berea defenders on this side of half court. The only one back is Boggs with Wessig on the offensive side. Watson inbounds. Evans, that one's stolen. Going up for the layup, and one. Minter stealing the inbound. The last thing you can have happen there. Stealing the inbound, and now a chance to tie the ball game with 22.2 to go. Right when you think you've got this game figured out, finds a way to confuse you once again, especially this specific matchup. Minter, a chance to tie the game. Free throw is good. So NATOs can get the last possession, but they got to worry about inbounding here. Sealy back in now. He gets the inbound out to Watson. Now Sealy. Sealy going to work. See if they hold on to the ball for the last shot. 12, 10. Sealy going inside. Not going to put it up yet. Gives it off Wessig. 5. Driving in. 4, 3, 2. Watson. Floater off the glass. No good. And a charge with 1 second remaining is called. Charge called, and we'll see if they can get a shot off or if we'll go to double OT. Tied at 92. Hudson to inbound here. Crowd not pleased. What a game. 1 second away from double OT here. And checking in now is Leak, Aaron Leak. Freshman guard from Georgetown, Kentucky, Scott County High School. Checking in, going in. Inbound pass, stolen. Wessig puts it up, not in time for the buzzer. Didn't hit anyways. And we're going to have second overtime, 92-92. Second overtime here in Brevard at the Bosch. What a game. LB Boyette, a career high 29 points, trying to will the NATOs to victory. A crazy and one propels us by Berea to a second overtime. Teams discussing the strategy here. Fatigue, obviously, a huge factor for both these squads right now. When we get back, second overtime, 92-92. Another free 5 minutes of basketball here at the Bosch. Both teams checking back in for another extra 5 minutes of ball. 92-92, second overtime here from Chick Martin Court, Boschmer Gymnasium in Brevard, North Carolina, in the mountains of western North Carolina. Tip-off coming between Boggs and LB Boyette, who has a career-high 29 points tonight. 92-92. What a game. The 5 for Brevard, the same. Wessig, Sutherland, Sealy, Watson, Boyette. And for Berea, Minter, Hudson, Caudle, Miller, and Boggs, the man going for the tip. Brevard won the tip in the first overtime, lost the tip at the beginning of the game. A little bit of a rubber match tip-off here. It wasn't Boyette jumping to start the game, though. It was Wessig. And here comes the tip. And this one's won by Berea. Hudson has it, gives it off to Caudle, who gives it right back to Hudson. Hudson looking around. Up top, Caudle gives it off Miller. Miller on the right side, guarded tightly by Sealy. Sealy gives it off, or he gives it off to Caudle. Wessig on him, driving inside. Layup, Caudle, no good. Rebounded by Wessig. Knocked away, and it's going to be off Wessig. It'll stay with Berea. 25 seconds into second overtime. Minter will be the one to rebound. Or inbound, rather. Inbounds it to Boggs. Caudle has it now. Hudson. Guarded by David Sealy. And going inside now, pulling a mid-range and fouled. Questionable foul. It'll be called on David Sealy. And now here comes 2 free throws for Kavion Hudson. Hudson getting ready at the line. And now Reed in. Season high in points for both squads. It does help to play a little bit of extra basketball in that aspect, but nevertheless, highest scoring output for both teams, as now it's 93 for Berea. Hudson knocks down the first. Hudson looking to go 2 for 2 from the line here. And he does. Inbounding now is Reed to Sealy. Sealy bringing it up the court. Gets a screen from Wessig. Instead gets doubled, gives it off to Boyette. Wessig has it now up top. He's going to drive in, wants back door, doesn't take it. Reed on the left side gives it off down low. Sutherland a couple dribbles on Caudle. Turnaround, no good, off the back rim. Rebounded by Caudle, who will give it off to Hudson. Coming off the floor, 94-92, 4 minutes to go of ball. Hudson, little shake move, up top Minter. He resets, gives it off Caudle on the left side. Back to Minter up top, right at the blue BC logo. Sutherland on him. He goes inside on Sutherland, challenges him, mid-range, no good. Rebound Boyette. Off to Sealy, who loses it, gets it back. Hudson was closer than Sealy realized, but now he's got it coming up the right side, or on the right wing. Gives it down low, Wessig. Wessig backing his man down, it's Boggs. He goes up with the layup and won't get it. No foul called. Boyette tried to steal it, but Miller has the rebound. He's going to come up the floor with it. 3:24 to go. Got to play defense. Miller has it up top, right at the logo. Sealy on him. He defers off to Hudson. Hudson, guarded by Reed, goes inside, tries to put up a layup, and will miss. Rebounded by Reed. Reed coming up the floor on the right side, looking around. He'll slow it down. Burgess yelling out instructions for his players from the scorer's table. Reed gives off Sealy. Sealy, Sutherland. Sutherland pump fakes, going right towards the middle of the floor. Between the leg dribble a couple times, going in left. Looking around on the left wing now, gets a screen from Wessig. Wessig all alone. They've got a matchup down low. Wessig going in, turning around. Layup is good. Tied up again with 2:40 to go. Wessig took advantage of the size mismatch there on Miller. Went to the rack and got the bucket. 94 apiece, 2:32 to go. Second overtime here. Will we get a third, or will someone prevail here in the second? Caudle has it. Passes it out. Hudson. Hudson driving inside. Putting up a layup. No good. Short. Reed's got the rebound. Passes to Sealy. It's stolen. Minter with the layup. It's good. Second time Minter is stolen. And inbound here in an overtime period. Now Reed has it, gives it off to Sealy. 2:10 to go, 96-94 Berea. Sealy going around the pick, gives it off Boyette. Wessig has it, takes a dribble, gives off Sutherland. Sutherland's got a crease, layup, good. Tied up again, 2 minutes even to go, 96-96 here in the Bosch. Miller will bring it up now. What a game. 11 times that we've been tied. Sutherland guarding Minter. Minter going inside. He's fouled hard by Wessig. And he'll go to the line. That's Wessig's fourth. At this point, you might have a lot of guys in foul trouble playing this deep into a ball game. And Minter going to try and give him the lead. At least one of these free throws, hoping he can go 2 for 2 and make it a 98-96 game. 1:41 to go. First free throw is good. Bounces in. Rattled around for a minute, then dropped through the nylon. Minter's second is pure. 98-96, 1:41 to go. NATO's got to get something going on offense now. Sealy has it, coming up the right side. No pressure applied defensively by Berea. He goes around, passes off Wessig. Wessig up top, gives it off to Boyette. Boyette drives in, passes it off Sealy. Sealy backing away up to the top of the three-point line. 13 on the 24, gives it off Reed. Reed passes. Sutherland on the left side, back to Reed. Reed looking around on the right wing. Takes the three, fires, hits! 99-98 in the lead, back with the NATOs with 1:10 to go. Charles Reed, 5 points. Not a lot of scoring, but a big one there. Cardle goes in for the layup on Sutherland. Goes up, misses. Rebound taken by Reed. He's hit and fouled. He's going to take 2 free throws here. Chance to make it a 3-point lead for the Tornadoes. Charles Reed all of a sudden coming up huge in second overtime for Brevard. 2 free throws coming up here. Charles Reed, sophomore guard from Concord, North Carolina, J.M. Robinson High School. Ready's up for the first free throw and takes it and hits. It's a full possession lead now, 2 points. Can we make it a 3-point lead? We're in triple figures now, 100-98. Reed getting ready for the second free throw, fires and hits. 101-98, 56.4 to go. We've been here before last overtime. And Wessig trying to consult with the NATOs real quick as the referees have a little bit of a clock discrepancy again. This seems to have happened often today a little bit. This one got settled rather quickly, though. And Wessig saying if they go up for a layup, don't jump with them. Don't risk an and one once again. Cardle gets the inbound. 51 and counting to go here in the Bosch. Everybody on their feet clapping, chanting defense. Hudson gives it off to Miller up top. Miller looking around, says something to Cardle. Gets a screen from him, gives it off to Cardle. Reed on him, gives it off Hudson. Hudson, three-pointer, no good, off back iron. Rebounded Boyette, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2, chance to make it a 2-possession game. LB Boyette just keeps coming up so big for this NATO's team at all times. Huge rebound there on the missed three-pointer by Hudson. He's still perfect from the line. 9 of 9 for Boyette from the free throw line. 29 points. He's got a chance for his first 30-piece of his career here if he can just knock down one of these. 33.7 to go in second overtime. First free throw is good. He's got 30. First time in his career, LB Boyette with a 30-piece. First time sophomore guard. And Boyette getting ready for the second one here. Hits it. 31 points for LB Boyette. 5-point lead, 103-98. 30 seconds and counting to go. Cardle has it and a timeout call by Berea. They want to talk it over. Time running out for him. 103-98 Tornadoes. 29.4 to go here in second OT at the Bosch. We'll be right back. Brevard headed back onto the floor with the 5 of Boyette, Sealy, Reed, Wessig, and Sutherland. Caudle, Hudson, Boggs, Miller, and Minter for Berea. Inbound coming from Minter. And he'll give it off to Miller. Miller trying to make something happen. Gives it off. Minter fires the 3. Won't hit. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Caudle. It'll be Brevard ball. 22.5 seconds to go, and they've got it now. 5-point lead and the ball for the NATOs. 103-98 in second OT here at the Bosch. Mop comes out. Reed ready to inbound, and they've got to apply some pressure defensively here, or else this game's really toast. Reed to inbound. Wanted Sealy. Doesn't hit him. Instead, we'll call timeout. Couldn't get an open look there. And they'll talk it over once more. We'll be right back. Berea out of the huddle. Look like they've got a clear idea of what they want to do. Same 5 out there for them. Expect the same for the NATOs, and it will be the same 5. 21.6 to go. Inbound's going to come from Charles Reed here, who hit the clutch 3 a minute ago. Really seemed like the turning point in the second overtime. Reed to inbound. They stack and they disperse. Sealy has it. Sealy going up the floor. He's fouled. Here come 2 free throws for David Sealy. 5-point lead with 19.5 to go. Sealy getting ready for the 2 here. 103-98 of the Bosch. First free throw, no good off back iron. That's the one thing Sealy's kind of struggled with today is his free throws. 2 of 5 from the line now. And I believe all 3 misses have been his last 3 attempts. And it won't change there. He misses that one. It stays a 5-point game with 17 seconds to go. Pass out to Hudson. Fires a really contested 3. Off back rim, can't hit. Sealy's got the rebound. Going up the floor, fouled again, and we'll do it again. 11 seconds to go. Sealy will go back to the charity stripe. Has missed his last 4 free throws. Hoping for a change of fortune here at the line. With 11 seconds flat to go. Coach Burgess talking to his players. He knows he's close to win number 2 on the year. First conference win of the year. First conference game of the year. Always nice to start off conference play with a win. First free throw's good by Sealy. Breaks the slump. 3 for 7 from the line now. As Reed will get back in case of something hectic happening. Wessig will work his way back 2. Second free throw no good for Sealy. 1 for 2 there. Hudson takes a long 3. Airballs it. Wanted a call, not getting it. That should just about do it. 5 seconds to go, 6-point lead for the NATOs. What a game. What a game from LB Boyette. 31 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, 8 of 10 from the field, 11 of 11 from the stripe. Clock winds down, and the NATOs will move on to 2-6. Berea will fall to 3-5. First conference game of the year, first conference win of the year for the NATOs. 104-98 in second overtime. Back with more stats in sight in a minute from the Bosch. Back from the Bosch here, the scene following a 104-98 double overtime win. That game seemed won at times, lost at times. Buzzer beating layup to send us to overtime. Up 3 with almost no time left. Give up a crazy and 1. Send it to second overtime. Trail in second overtime. Come back. Ultimately get the win. And let's just talk about LB Boyette for a minute. 31 points from the sophomore. That's a career high. First time he's ever entered 30-plus in his young career. 2 assists and 4 rebounds to boot. 11 of 11 from the free throw line. And some of them were some really clutch free throws. 4 of 5 from 3. 8 of 10 from the field, 80% in both aspects there. Alex Wessig had 14 points to support Boyette, including the buzzer-beating layup to send us from regulation to OT. He actually only had 1 board, the big man, but 4 assists, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 6 of 10 from the field, 60%. David Seeley with 13, Quincy Carter with 9, Garrett Sutherland, the freshman, with 9, Charles Reed and Luke Blanett, but with 7 apiece. Chancey Watson with 6. Hayden Castle with 5. Carson Evans with 3. Just scoring all over the place for the Tornadoes tonight. And for Berea, it was really 28 points apiece from Kavion Hudson and Trey Minter. Trey Minter went 0 for 7 from beyond the arc, but 12 of 25 overall, right at about 50%. Hudson, 4 of 11 from 3, a little bit over 33%. 10 of 11 from the line, 6 rebounds. 3 assists, 5 boards, no assists for Minter. And then Caudle had 19, heated up there at the end, hit a couple crazy threes, had the and 1 3 that really propelled them late in the game. 18 points for Tariq Miller. Just a lot of scoring on a lot of different fronts for both squads. That's what happens when you get a double OT game. And if y'all stick around in a moment, we're hoping to have a post-game interview with Boyette, talk to him a little bit about his performance, his career high. Once again, 104-98, double OT win from the Bosch. First conference win for the Tornadoes of the season. And we'll be right back with more.
Yes, sir.
2 minutes to go. Brady Penn here with LB Boyette, player of the game. LB, career high 31 tonight. What was really going through your mind out there, especially in the second half and the overtime periods? What were you thinking?
Man, it was I just felt good. I felt good playing. I hit my first couple of shots, so that gave me a rhythm. And then it was a good competitive game. I love playing with my teammates, man. My teammates rallied me up. My teammates gave me great energy, man. I really love it.
You were really smooth from the free throw line too. 11 of 11. What do you have a certain routine or thing that you think about when you go to the line, or is it just catch and shoot?
Man, all I'm thinking about is if I miss them, then I'm running eights. I'm not trying to run eights after the game. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
So I gotta go out and knock them down from the line. They're free. They're from the charity strike, so we need
free
them.
for a reason.
Yes, sir.
So what are you thinking when Alex comes down and gets that layup with a second left?
Oh man, that was great, man. That was great. He's a really big time player for us, man. How many did he have? You know, he's a big time player for us, man. At 14 points, he's our heart and soul of the team, man. He's the anchor on the team, and we need him.
Senior leadership.
Love
and
that.
before we talk about you a little bit more, one more thing about one of your teammates. How about Charles Reed?
Man.
Really not shooting the ball all game, and then
Right.
second overtime, not afraid to let that thing fly,
Charles
and it goes right
Reed,
through the
man.
net.
Charles Reed, man, that's my dog, man. We've been going at this since last year. We've been working super hard. I tell him all the time, trust his jump shot, and that's what he did, man. We needed that.
Yeah, man. 31 points, so that's your first 30 piece of your career at Brevard, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your career high was 25 before this, right?
Where I was 25 in the Boschman Gymnasium. I love the Bosch, man. I love the Bosch.
Bosch does something
Yeah.
for you guys. It seems
The
like
Bosch,
Bosch does something for y'all, the women's, but
Yes, sir.
big 104-98 win,
sir.
first conference game, first conference win. How does it feel starting off conference play with a win?
Man, we're at the top right now, so we just got to keep going, man. I felt great, man. I felt great out there. I love the crowd, man. I love our energy. We have a great fan base here, man. I love it. I love it.
One game at a time. LB Boyette, 31 points, player of the game. Good stuff, LB.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Brevard
you, man.
wins 104-98 in double OT. One more time here. That was LB Boyette after a career-high 31-point performance, leading the NATOs to a 104-98 double overtime win in the first game of conference play against the Berea Mountaineers. 104-98, two-game win streak for the Tornadoes after starting off 0-6. 2 wins back-to-back for Coach Burgess and company. Another victory once again for the NATOs, 104-98 from the Bosch Live. This is Brady Penn signing off.